What's up, everybody? So I asked you guys if you guys wanted some reactions to the VMA performances or just a recap. And I'm going to serve you the recap because most of you guys answered recap. And I feel like it's just better that way, you know? What's the point of reactions when I watched them already? And you guys saw it already, so let's just discuss. Let's just hash it out. Bitch, first of all, the VMAs, I'm not happy about them anymore. I'm not happy about them anymore. It was boring. It was fucking boring. It's been getting... I feel like last year was alright with Beyonce and Britney and like whoever the fuck else was there. And the whole state and all the celebrities were there last year, I feel like. This year, we weren't having major celebrities. But let's start with Katy Perry as the host. Girl, I have a soft spot for Katy Perry. I really do. I live for Katy Perry. I'm one of the only people that do. And I will clock her when she needs to be clocked, but... she was not giving me what I needed last night. She was cheesy, she was awkward. And I get that that's kind of her humor, but I feel like right now that's not what she needs. She needs to put her career back on track and be serious, bitch. She needs to be serious because no one's taking her seriously. Not with that little haircut that she got, which she actually looked pretty good last night, even with that little haircut. Like, I hate the hair, but I thought last night she looked alright with it. But for example, let me tell you why she was just so cheesy. I was just like cringing, like it was embarrassing. When Pink performed, Katy comes out, she's like, bitch, I'm shooketh, like, take my weave, queen, and like she threw off her wig. Oh my god. And she was using like Twitter, like lingo all night, like shooketh, really? Like, and in her swish swish music video, she was giving us internet people, like that girl who says shooketh, who, she's funny, I live for her, but like, in your music video, really? Like, people are not taking you seriously already, so why are you serving that? Okay, let's go down to her performance. Again, first of all, she should not have done bitch, I cannot say that word, what a tongue twister. She should not have done that song. Why? Because I feel like I said, she's not doing it seriously. She's giving us jokes, she's flying across the stage with this dumb-ass face on her, like, she's giving this dumb look all the time, like, just like this clueless look at that I know she thinks is funny, but it's just not funny. And I really, remember, I live for her, but does anyone agree? Like, how did you guys feel about her as host, which I thought was cheesy? She just wasn't serving me what I needed. And I know she didn't write the jokes, but even the jokes, whoever gave her the jokes, they weren't landing. The audience was like, cricket, cricket, like, giving you a smile here, a little ha-ha there, but besides that, I felt a little bad for her. I really did. But the performance was a spectacle. She was putting on production, but it was cheesy again. Like, when she flew across the stage, she landed her little basketball in there, and then she started dabbing for like 10 minutes. She's like, how many times do I have to tell her? Dabbing does not work for you. It doesn't work for anyone. Keep the dab in like 2015 or wherever it came from. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't living for it, and I don't think anyone else was. She needed to do like something like maybe Deja Vu from her album, like Witness from her album, Hey Hey Hey, anything. She needs to pick a different single. She needs to switch up that persona. Like, you can still be funny, be quirky, but like, I feel like she used to be quirky, and now she's just like weird. And it's like just not landing for anyone. I really hope she just gets everything back on track. She needs some marketing. She needs a manager to really serve her what she needs, because she's not giving it to me. So that was Katy Perry. Oh, Nicki was cute on the performance, but even her, I feel like she wasn't feeling it. She just came, collected her check, and then she left. Like, whatever. I was just over that whole performance. That's the whole problem with the VMAs lately, is that no one knows how to perform anymore. But speaking about a good performance, at least, I think Fifth Harmony is giving us evolution. I feel like they are getting better and better, and I think that they're starting to find like what makes them click. They're giving me urban songs, which they needed. They're like, it's like chill sex pops, R&B-ish, you know, urban, and it's really working for them. And when they were performing, honestly, they pretty much slayed. I really think they did. First, dragging Camille off the stage, or whatever her name is, Cabello, snatched her off the stage. I was like, bitch, that's shady. But she deserves it, because I did hear, I don't know, this could be false and this could be true, let me know in the comments if this is true, but she was calling that one girl the N-word. I'm not happy. Calling the other bitch like a dyke for being a lesbian. Like, what was she? She was going off on these people. So you can snatch her off the stage if you want. I don't care about that shade. But when that water came down at the end of the performance, that girl, I think her name is Normani, doing a split. They were all doing choreography and singing live and giving me everything. Like, and it was a production. I thought that they really slayed it. I really think they're coming into their own. They're evolutionizing themselves, and I think that with the years to come, they're just gonna get better. I hope that their music stays in this lane that they're doing, because I did hear some songs from the new album, and it's very R&B, it's very cool. That's what they need to do. So I feel like if people perform more like they were doing, it would be a little more interesting. Because we had people like Ed Sheeran, we had people like Shawn Mendes, who are very talented, 100%, but I don't know what it is. I'm just bored by their guitar. Like, Ed Sheeran is very boring to watch. At least Shawn Mendes is very into it. Like, I feel like you can watch him and he's like living for it. Ed Sheeran's a little boring to me. And his music is a little boring to me. No shade. Like, I know that might be a controversial thing to say because people live for Ed Sheeran, but he's a little samey for me. Like, his songs are always just giving me the same old, same old. Talented, but at the VMAs, bitch, I need more. Okay, so Shawn Mendes, I saw on Twitter. See, you can't always trust Twitter, because I wasn't paying attention too much to the VMAs. I kept like turning my head because I was just bored. Like, I was bored. But when Shawn Mendes was performing, apparently someone said that Migos was in the audience, like saying he's gay or some shit. Bitch, Migos, get your ghetto ass out of here, both of you, or whatever, you little duet partners. How can you even drag someone? First of all, Shawn Mendes is making way more money than you guys are. You guys are gonna be canceled by next year, because every year you guys, like, a new trap artist gets replaced. We've had Ray Shmurda, he's canceled. Who the fuck else? Fetty Wap, and like, where are they now? Like, no one gives a fuck. And Migos, you're next. So don't be getting too comfortable in the audience trying to drag Shawn Mendes, who actually has talent. He's a little boring, but he has talent. So don't come at him. What the fuck? Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, let me look down the list. Lorde, I don't know what she was giving. I don't know what she was giving me. She was trying to give me like some 1999 ballet interpretive dancing performance. I heard that she was sick, so okay, she was sick and she was like, alright, let me give them a little dance, a little interpretive dance. It was weird. It was weird, I'm not gonna lie to you, it was weird. And I'm actually not a huge fan of Homemade Dynamite. It's not my favorite song on the album. I know a lot of people love that, but for me, how did you guys feel about that performance? Was it giving me Black Swan weirdness? But I kind of liked it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, people were dragging her for it, but I was kind of interested. It was different for her. Like, she's flinging through the air, those people are carrying her, she's giving me weird little dances, which she always gives, but like this last night, it was like interesting to me. I don't care if she didn't sing, because I know she can, so who gives a fuck? She gave us something different, right? So I wasn't mad about that. But again, I was still like, see, it was interesting at least. Like, I wasn't bored. Okay, Miley Cyrus. Miley was giving us talent. She was giving us Country Hoedown, Throwdown. Love that song. But her performance with all those, there was like some drag queens or trans people. I'm not sure. But I was living for that. Give them some exposure. She loves to do that. She's such a queen, girl. Living for her. She's always exposing the different minorities for us. But I love the new song Younger Now. How do you guys feel about that? I feel like it's a cute jam. I'm definitely living for it. I'm living for the theme of it, like the message. Would she say something about change is the only constant, or change is the only same that we know? Some shit like that. I'm like, true. So true. And girl, that little grandma that was like dropping her breath on the stage, I was like, okay. Even with Miley, like, I wanted a little more. I mean, she was giving us talent, she was giving us instrumentations, but the other girls were not giving us too much. I mean, like the other actual girls, Shawn Mendes was, but Miley was giving us instruments, which I love. But I do miss the shenanigans. Like, it's the VMAs. I need shenanigans, and nobody really gave it to me. Only Katy Perry did, really. And it was a messy shenanigan. Like, it wasn't a good one. What happened to the days when, you know, we had Britney, we had Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, they were giving us choreography, energy, craziness. Closest thing that came to that was Fifth Harmony, but they weren't to the top like that they needed to be. But I do think they're gonna get there. Okay. Best performance of the night was Logic, though. Bitch, with that Suicide song, I was living. I was so thrown off course because my friend lives for Logic, and I know that Logic is like very unknown rapper, so I was shocked that he was even there. But he gave the best performance of the night. Even though in the beginning of the song he was like, "Suicide, I wanna kill myself, bitch." I was like, okay, I thought this was anti-suicide. Like, why am I having 2 minutes of him glorifying it? He's like, "I want to kill myself every day." I was like, wow, okay. But then 2 minutes later, we got through to the actual message of the song. And Alicia Cara came through, who actually, I was shocked that she has some stage presence. She's like, what's the word? Charismatic to me. I was really shocked because to me, I was thinking of her as like boring pop girl, because they're all fucking boring. But she wasn't. I feel like she has some great vocals. She has like a little strut. She got like that angry face when she needs to give it. She was giving everything. I was actually really enjoying her, and I felt like she was on stage all fucking night. And that was fine. Like when she did her song and they were like ripping off the makeup and the hair and everything, I was like, this is real, bitch. This is real. And it wasn't even cheesy. Usually shit like that is cheesy. And the suicide thing I thought was going to be so cheesy, and it wasn't. It was so heartfelt. It was so beautiful. And the people who actually were like a part of the suicide hotline like almost killed themselves, standing there, they're smiling, they're proud, they're living. And Logic, as a rapper, to give a whole speech at the end, like, I don't give a fuck if you're black, you white, you gay, you straight, you Catholic, you this, you that. Like, yeah, people give that speech a lot as like artists, but not rappers. Rappers are supposed to give that like thug life, that thug life thing like Migos thinks they're doing. Bitch, fuck you. But Logic really came out for everybody. And I love him for that. He's smart, he's intelligent. I heard he's smart, he's loyal, bitch. But when I heard his album like the other week, it's actually really good, so you all should really listen to it. But who else, bitch? Who else? Demi Lovato. See, that's another one who vocally giving me everything, looks giving me everything. I like Sorry Not Sorry, but something's just lacking. Something's lacking. I don't know what it is, but it's not just her. It's with almost everybody that's new. Like this current generation, I don't know. Maybe it's, I don't know. What do you guys feel? Do you guys agree with me? Like, I don't know what I can't name it. Maybe they just don't have the X factor, girl. They just don't have it. I think Demi is getting better, though. Her vocals were on fleek. When she was doing the fucking national anthem, too, she slayed that. Her vocals are really everything that we need lately. And her look. But, again, lacking something. I don't know what it is. Boom, boom, boom. Claw, claw, claw. Okay, Remy Ma. First of all, okay, I liked Remy Ma's diss in the beginning of the year to Nicki. Okay, it was cute. She dragged her a little bit. But now she's just playing herself. Every time you get on TV, you're going to talk about Nicki Minaj. Every fucking time. She's like this. What'd she say? Nicki, what's good? But then she looked to the side and like smiled because she was uncomfortable. Nicki, what's good? Looked around in fear because she knew, bitch. She knew that her parole officer was watching the VMAs and she can't be playing that shit. Because you just got out of jail, Remy Ma. Why are you trying to start shit with everybody? And the thing is, Nicki at this point doesn't care. She gave you her little diss verse on, what's that song? Whatever song that was. No Frauds. She gave you her little verse, and now let's wrap it up. You're gonna really, your little 5 minutes of fame every time you get on TV, you're gonna talk about Nicki every time? And you can't say Nicki what's good because Nicki already did that to Miley. Which, that was a mess too, but, like, it's just stupid. It's just fucking stupid. You wasted your time. You're wasting all of our time. You played yourself. Who else is here, bitch? Who else? Pink. Okay. Pink, first of all, I was living for her medley. Like, the way she did all her songs, and, like, each line was, like, a different line from a different song, and they were flowing perfectly. I don't know how she did that. That's some talent. See, we got Pink from the old generation, and she was giving me... In the beginning, she wasn't giving me life when she was sitting on that fucking quad. She was like, so what? Like, she looked like she was bored. She's just like, smiling, high-fiving her daughter, riding around on the quad, like, it's fucking day at the barbecue. Bitch, you're performing, what's going on? But it was okay, because then she hopped in, did her medley better on, like, later on, it got better and better. And then when she did her new song, What About Us? Choreography, Pink really can do it all. I'm so glad she wasn't flying in the air this time because I feel like people are just like, oh, here she is, acrobat again. But this time she gave us dance, like Janet Jackson dancing. It really looked like Janet, like choreography, like group dance. And the way they were all like moving together, it was like really beautiful to look at. But like I'm saying, Pink is underrated as a dancer. If you guys should watch her tribute to Janet Jackson from 2001 VMAs. She was literally dancing, like, she can really do it all. She's so underrated. I think she's underrated because her music is a little too samey, it's a little safe, so it's just like, I guess people don't care, I don't know. But her speech to her daughter lived for that. That was a highlight, girl. That was truly a highlight. She was shaming everybody. She was throwing Michael Jackson into it and saying that, you know, we can all, like, who gives a fuck what we look like, bitch? You could be androgynous. And I don't even think her little girl looked like a boy. I don't even know what they were talking. Maybe it's because she was wearing a suit, but you can do whatever the fuck you want. And I'm so, like, Pink, you know Pink is like that type of mom. She would fuck someone up if they were talking about her daughter. She's not coming to play. I think Pink's just a beautiful soul. Although I do have to say something about Ellen. I feel like Ellen, this might be controversial, but I don't find her funny lately. Like, her whole little monologue before, I don't even know what she was talking about. And she was like, yeah, bitch, Cher was supposed to come through and give Pink her award, but here I am. And, like, went on and on about that for a little bit, but, like, there was no punchline about it. And she said Cher got the Vanguard Award last year, and she didn't. She didn't get the Vanguard Award last year. Didn't fucking Rihanna get the Vanguard Award? Or am I wrong? Like, I don't know. What was going on? Was it supposed to be funny? I don't know. It was weird to me. But, I mean, I like Ellen. I like her when she's on her show interviewing people. Like, her reactions to people are funny, but, like, her jokes when she just goes up there, I'm not laughing most of the time. Controversial, but that's just how I feel. I'm looking down the list, bitch. I'm not seeing anything else that I need to clock on tonight. That seems to be the highlights of everything that I recall from the show. Which, that just shows you how boring the show really was, because there wasn't much for me to even say, I feel like. It was way better last year. Like, last night I kept turning away. I was watching Taylor Swift's new video, Witch Slays. Watch my reaction to it if you want, because I really loved it. And I'm more obsessed with it the more I watch it, and the more you see, more references, more symbolism, which I feel like Taylor Swift should have performed. Like, like, apparently I'm standing for her lately, I don't fucking know. But I was missing the big girls, the big divas, like, people who really know how to perform. Because when Fifth Harmony is the true highlight of the night, I feel like, girl, not that I'm not insulting them, but, like, they were, like, one of the best performances, and Logic, who slayed, but, like, I'm talking about the girls, the pop girls. If that's the best that we can get, then I feel like we're really going downhill. We're going downhill. So let me know how you guys felt about the VMAs. Mention if there's anything else you guys wanted me to mention. Write it in the comments. I'll comment back and tell you how I felt about it. But overall, messy, boring, honestly. It was messy. It was boring. People were being ratchet in the crowd. But lots of ratchet. Paris Jackson, though. Let me quickly say what she had. She went up there and she dragged. She was like, fuck you, Nazis. I was like, holy shit. She just went there. She didn't give a fuck. I'm not shocked, though. She is one of those personalities. She seems very out there. Like, she's just gonna tell you everything, which is so weird, because Michael Jackson, I feel like, was the opposite. He lived, I bet he's in his grave, in heaven, whatever, looking down and looking up at her, and he's like, yes, you gave them everything with that speech, because he lives for equality, but he would never, like, shout out like that. He was very like, hi, guys, I'm living for world peace tonight. But Paris Jackson was like, fuck you, bitches, like, going off. Live for her for that. And she's beautiful. Okay, but anyway. So, comment below. Let me know how you guys felt about the VMAs. Let me know what I should have mentioned. I don't know. I don't really... It's just fucking boring. Which I think the American Music Awards are going to be much better, because I think more artists are going to be in the middle of their cycles, their album cycles. So, there's going to be more stars, hopefully. Yeah, so subscribe for some more, bitch. Thumbs up if you like this video, and please comment. Like, let's have a discussion about this, because you know I live for that. And thanks for watching.